because we talking about it. But when the presentation of death is right in your face, you might not feel the same way, but you gotta hope you're gonna feel the same way. You gotta hope, because I'm willing to die before I take that chip, and I can honestly say that. I can honestly say that, man. All right? And the brother was talking about the resurrection of the dead. When you read in the book of Maccabees, the 7th chapter, you had those I think it was 7 brothers, and they had and their mother, but they got dismembered. They got fried in pans. All right, they was watching their tongue get cut off right before their face, their arms. All right, their dick, all this shit getting chopped off, and they having to deal with it. And the Most High put the spirit on them to bear it. But guess what? They also felt that pain, man. They felt that pain. Because you want to know why? Because the scriptures calls it the sting of death, man. Even though the Lord gives you the spirit to bear it, you still gonna feel that pain, man. I mean, the Lord can put it on you to where you might not feel it as much, but really you're gonna feel it, man. I mean, it's gonna be quick, when you die. But those same brothers, they had faith also, because they said that we're gonna receive the resurrection of the dead, man. And that was before the resurrection of the dead was even preached. Was proving what? Yahweh Shah was in the Old Testament, man. He was in the Old Testament, okay? For you motherfuckers that saying he wasn't, man. He all in the Old Testament, and even in the Apocrypha, man. It talks about him in Maccabees. It talks about him with the resurrection of the dead, all right? But guess what? Yahweh Shah, he's the author of that, man. He's the firstborn of the dead, man. And it talks about Yahweh Shah in 2nd Esdras, man. But after these years, Shema son, Yahweh Shah died, and all those men that have life. All right, it was talking about Yahweh Shah and his disciples, man. And that's in 2nd Esdras, man. The Lord all in the Old Testament, man. And that's how we know it's the truth. That's how we know what we out here doing is the right thing, okay? That's how we know it, because it all came to pass, man. We was watching Alexander yesterday. That's in the scriptures, man. That history is in the scriptures, man. All right? Along with all those other kingdoms. All right? But go ahead, brother. You got something?
This is Hebrews 11:32. And what shall I say more? For the time would fail me to tell you of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah, of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets.
Right. And Lord willing, we are those men, but the point is, the Lord gives you those examples of those men in the scriptures that they all had faith. But go ahead.
I'm gonna jump down to 35. Women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance.
Wait a minute. The scriptures just said others were tortured, not accepting deliverance. All right? And that's, hey, well, what's an example of that? John the Baptist. He was like, fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he even knew that he was gonna die. And Yahweh Shah. Yep, that's right. Samson. All these men, yep, Samson, because he knew it, man. He knew that he was like, man, Most High, you could take away my life, but I just want to kill these damn Philistines. So he wasn't accepting deliverance, man. He grabbed onto those 2 pillars and he brought down that whole house with him, man. You know? Go ahead.
That they might obtain a better resurrection.
Wait, there it goes. That they might obtain a better resurrection. Meaning what? If we die in this truth, the Lord is gonna bring us back, man. And not only bring us back, but bring us back in power. He's gonna bring us back in power. Can you hold that, brother? Can you give me 1 Corinthians chapter 15? All right, because the Most High is gonna give us power, man. Right now we're all weak, we're all sickly, we afflicted, we got pain, we go through all this bullshit day to day. Like I said, you get sick, brothers in this truth get sick. You got elders that get sick. The elders get sick, and then you got brothers that complain that they ain't gonna do the work. But you got elders that's getting sick, man. And the elders still going out there doing work, man. Doing the work. I'm talking about, and the elders and other brothers got some real serious sicknesses, man. Brothers have real sicknesses in this truth, man. But they still going out there doing the work. So ain't no fucking excuses, man. For you guys that ain't out there on the highways doing this work. It ain't no excuses, man. There is no excuse, all right? Unless you're to the point to where you really on your deathbed, then that's understandable. And the scriptures tell you how brothers will come and visit the sick and pray over you and stuff, man, and pray for you. You know? That's in the scriptures, all right? And then it tells you that the fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much, man. Meaning that the Lord listens to those prayers, man. The Lord listens to the prayers of the saints, man. All right? And like the brother said, hey, man, we're going to be resurrected, man. You got it? Or one of you brothers got it? Yeah. Put some more to that? You can start at, what does it say there? Celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial.
That would be,
tell you what, you can start at, up to you. You can start at, start. Well, now, I'll tell you what, start at 21.
21?
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 15 and 21?
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 21. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead.
It says by man came death, that man's talking about Adam. Because through Adam we all die, you know? It tells you that in Romans the 5th chapter. That's why death came upon all men for all of sin. Going back to the transgression of Adam. Go ahead.
It says, for since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead.
By man came also the resurrection of the dead. And who is that man? Yahushua. And Yahushua was Adam also. But when he came as Yahushua, he came as himself. He came as the deliverer, man. Right? And it shows you how the Most High is a perfect balance, man. The Most High could have just gave us the kingdom. But what good is that when we didn't work for it? When we didn't deserve it? Because we're the Most High sons, man. You think the Most High just gonna give us a kingdom like Esau? Really, the Most High just gave Esau the kingdom, if you want to know the truth. The Most High just gave it to him. Really because we messed up, but also it shows the Most High is fair.
Scripture said in Isaiah that they favor wishes to the wicked.
But he would not learn righteousness. So the Most High, he basically just gave this thing to Esau, man. Esau didn't work for it. But the Most High gonna destroy Esau, so it doesn't matter. And Esau, the Edomites are not the Most High's children. We're the Most High's children, man. So that's why the Most High is hard on us, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive.
Right? Go ahead.
But every man in his own order. Christ the first fruits.
Right. So Yahushua is the first fruits. Actually, he's the first elect. He's the first elect. When you read it tells you in Isaiah, mine elect in whom I soul delighteth. It's talking about Yahushua, but also that applies to us too. But it's an order to that. It's Yahushua first. And then you have other men that have died in this truth that were elders. You got Elder Abba Bivens. You got Elder Masha, Elder Yaquad. All right? And then you got Elder Ariah. So Lord will, he gonna come out of the state he's in, man. And he will. And he's gonna come out of that state according to, I think in the book of Zechariah, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says for us, but every man in his own order. Christ the first fruits. After they that are Christ and is coming.
Lord will, we are they that are Yahushua's at his coming. Because we're gonna be the ones that's gonna stay in this truth to the end, Lord will. And that are gonna be preaching this word until he comes, man. Hey, and like Amma Shabbat always brings out, hey, if we gonna be here, Lord will, we not. I'm not saying that it's gonna be a long time, but let's say if it was, are you still gonna be out here? If it was gonna be 50 years, are you still gonna be out here preaching this word? Are you gonna grow old in this word like our elders have? Because the elders been in this thing 16 years, 20-some years. 20-some years, man. 16 years, 18 years, so on and so forth. 22, 23, 25, 28, some years, man. You know? I can speak for myself. Before I was even fucking born, man, I was in the spirit world when they were still teaching, man. You know? So you can't get proud, man. And you other brothers, if y'all not as young as me, you was still young back then when they was out there preaching. You know? You was still young, you know what I'm saying? You was maybe 5 years old. Or maybe you was like 8 or 9, but you still can't, it ain't no boasting. Cause you was a child, man. It ain't no boasting, man. All right? But Lord will, we gonna do this work to the end. And that's how we gonna see the resurrection. Go ahead, brother.
It says, afterward they that are Christ at his coming.
Right.
They come at the end.
It says, then cometh the end, man. Go ahead.
When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High. Even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
Right, so guess what? Yahushua is coming back to kick ass, man. He is coming back to completely fuck shit up, man. It says, then cometh the end. The end of what? Well, when you read in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7 through 8, it tells you that Esau is the end of the world. So if Esau is the end of the world, Yahushua is coming back to bring Esau down, man. All right? So he's going to deliver up the kingdom to the Most High by bringing his kingdom on this earth, man. And that's what he's coming back to do. When he comes back and what you people call UFOs, man, which are the chariots of the Most High. All right? And we see him all the time, man. Us brothers, we see him all the time. And you other brothers in the truth, y'all see him all the time too, man. Go ahead.
For he must reign until he has put all enemies under his feet.
All right, so Yahushua is going to reign, man. And it's the Most High reigning through Yahushua. But also, the Most High gave this kingdom to Yahushua, man. It's really Yahushua's kingdom, man. But we're going to rule with him. We're going to be joint heirs with him. Go ahead.
For he must reign until he has put all enemies under his feet.
Right, and the Lord, the Most High said that he was going to put all enemies under Yahushua's feet. In Psalm 110, I think it's 110:1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, you know. Go ahead.
The last enemy that should be destroyed is death.
Right, and that goes into a couple things. All right, America is known as death. All right, the valley in the shadow of death. But also, we're not gonna be able to die, man. You know, we're not gonna die in the kingdom. We're gonna go back to the heavens. We're not just gonna live forever. I mean, basically we are. And when he says we're gonna live forever, it's talking about an eternal rulership. But in the kingdom, we're gonna live 1,000 years, man. We're gonna live to be 1,000 years, but that time is gonna go extra slow. So it's gonna feel like we basically living forever. But when we go back to the heavens, when we go back to the spirit world, we're not gonna go out by pain. It's just gonna be a painless transition. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go there, you know? We'll go ahead.
So the last enemy that should be destroyed is death.
And also Esau. Esau, he's deaf. He's deaf. And the Most High is gonna bring him down when the Lord comes back. But also, hell, in the kingdom, man, after that 1,000-year period, we're just gonna completely take Esau out. We're gonna have one big bonfire, and we're just gonna just burn them all up, man. And that's righteous, because when you look at all these different ways they killed us, when they killed all Israel, man, they would burn us to the stake. They would have postcards they would mail to themselves across the states, even in Europe, of Negroes being hung, you know, and being burnt alive on wood or whatever. And then for you Latin tribes, they did the same thing to y'all, man, to think that y'all didn't go into slavery, man. They did us all the same way, you know? And you can read that and the devastation of the Indies, man.
Yeah, just look it up about Christopher Columbus, what he did.
Yep. Go ahead, brother.
The last enemy that should be destroyed is death.
Right.
For he had put all things under his feet.
Wait, that's put all things under his feet is talking about the Most High. The Most High has put all things under Yahushua's feet. Yahweh has put all things under Yahushua's feet, man. Go ahead.
But when he has said all things are put under him,
And it's manifest that he is expected.
Accepted.
Accepted, yeah. Okay.
Read it again.
But when he said all things are put under him, and it's manifest that he is accepted.
Yep.
Which did put all things under him.
Wait a minute. So it says when the Most High have put all things under Yahushua's feet, it is manifest that he is accepted. All right? And that word accepted there is E-X-C-E-P-T, which means what? The Most High is exempt. The Most High is going to be the only one that's not under Yahushua. Why? Because the Most High created Yahushua, man. Yahushua is the Most High's son. All right? But other than that, everything is going to be under Yahushua's feet, man. Go ahead.
And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject to him.
Right. So even the Son is going to be subject to the Most High, man. Which proves what? There are two different entities. There are two different beings, man. Which is beautiful. Like I love the way that El Ramlab and El Manatazak brought it out, man. All right. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing to know and understand that, man. All right, how the Most High Yahweh created Yahushua, and everything is created for Yahushua. But also, it's gonna be for us too. We're gonna partake of that, man. Like brother was speaking on earlier, entering into that rest. Entering into that rest, man. This is gonna be our kingdom, man. But within that kingdom, you're still gonna have order. It's still gonna be a ranking structure. And it's not a bad thing. It's just government. You know what I'm saying? So even now, because really the Most High is getting His kingdom ready now. That's why brothers are on the highways, and that's why you see brothers. They have order in these different camps, man. You know, so like if you're a camp head, you know, you gotta basically, you know, control your camp. Not being tyrannical, but you know, if you gotta correct brothers on things, you gotta correct them on things. You know, and hell, you gotta correct yourself first, so you're not going off being a hypocrite. But the Most High is getting His government ready now, man. So when He finally gives us those new bodies, and He changes our mind, put His laws in our mind, we're gonna be perfect because we're gonna understand good and evil. We learned the evil on this side, and we're gonna learn all the good in the kingdom, man. All right, it's the perfect balance. You know. Go ahead.
But when he said all things are put under him, it says, and when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him.
Right. Go ahead.
That the Most High may be all in all.
Right, because the Most High is in all of us right now, man. All right, the Most High is orchestrating all this, man. And even though we catching hell right now, it's gonna be worth it, man. Like the brother brought out earlier, it's a light affliction, but it's all gonna be worth it, man. Because you can't compare this to forever. You know, you can't compare it, man. Go ahead.
Else, what shall they do which are baptized for the dead?
And it's the point that I wanted to get, and it's gonna go into the new bodies. What shall they do that are baptized for the dead? Really, that's us. The word to baptize means to cleanse, man. And what are we being cleansed from? We're being cleansed from this world, from the wickedness of this world. You know, so we can be worthy of the kingdom. But what's the point of us being baptized? You know, through Yahushua, because Yahushua He died, but He was also resurrected from the dead. But what's the point of us being in this truth, catching hell? And it's also how we're being cleansed, catching hell if we're not hoping to be raised up, if we're not hoping to get those new bodies, if we're not hoping to be the elect.
What we do is if you're gonna come back.
Yeah, why would and that's the point. Why are we doing this if He's not gonna come back, man? If He's not gonna come back and raise us up, man? Because we can't go into the kingdom like this, man. Hey, man, we brothers, and we feel weakly, man. I mean, sometimes you will have your energy, man, but it tells you even in Isaiah, the 40th chapter, even the youth shall faint, man, and be weary. We're weary, man. We're tired. We're worn out. Well, that's the scriptures. It tells you that Esau should wear out the saints of the Most High. We're worn out, man. You know?
else, what should they do which are baptized from the dead if the